We've got our whole union mesh here, and now it's just geometry that you can go in. You can dynamesh this stuff now if you want to add more detail, which is what we're doing here. You're going to see on this one, for example, I have this little back piece split off, and then I have my handle here. That was just a Boolean mesh that was making a slice line in here, and you're going to see it's tight enough to where you can't even really tell the difference. It's such a clean slice in here. So let's go ahead and modify this. One way to do that, if I take this subtool and go into solo mode, you're going to see I do have polygroups here. If I go into my polygroup menu, which is way down here somewhere, and we go to group by normals, you're going to see we'll get a polygroup for the top, side, bottom, and back. So with that, what we can do is go into our ZRemesh options, geometry. This is why I use a custom menu. I don't like going over here. So the ZRemesh, if I use it a lot, I'll go to my custom menu. If I use it really a lot, I'll go into my hotkeys. But down here, we've got our ZRemesh. We're going to say keep groups, turn smooth groups down to 0. Target polygon count, we'll just do same, and we'll turn adaptive size down just a bit. And now what we can do is we can just ZRemesh this object, and there's a lot of different ways we can bevel this, but if we want to just work within our dynamic subdivisions, we can just hit D, and that'll just turn on dynamic subdivisions. You're going to see it just smooths those edges a little bit. Of course, you can crease those polygroups, do your smoothing like we've talked about before. But going to solo mode, now you're going to see it makes that mesh usable. And by usable, I mean we can go through here now, and if we want to get fancy, we can go, okay, I'm going to go hit X to go across that symmetry here. Let's do Shift D real quick. And then I can go into my Z modeler, and I can say I want to put in speed lines. Make our handle go faster. So I'm going to hold down Alt. Wait a minute. Let's see. Let's turn off LSIM. Let's do a quick mirror and weld. Okay, so I'm going to do a mirror across the X and then a mirror and weld. For some reason, it wasn't mirrored across the X-axis here, but now I hold down Alt. We can go ahead and put in our speed lines. I'm just kidding. I don't know what these things are. And then we'll go to QMesh polygroup all. And we just pull these in. And now when we hit D, we'll get that look kind of built in. So that's one way to do detail. If you wanted to just do sculpt detail, what you can do is you could have just left it. I mean, I prefer to ZRemesh my objects just to get a much nicer result in here. But you can just go in here. If we hit D, that'll go ahead and dynamically subdivide this thing. And then I can just dynamesh it.